Well, no matter what else happens in 2020, Thomas Booker and Stanford is going to have that big game memory forever. The captain, defensive end, hero from last night for the Cardinal joining us on Pac-12 After Dark. Thomas, first and foremost, congratulations. An epic way to win the big game. How many text messages and phone calls have you gotten in the last 24 hours?
It's been crazy between like Twitter, Instagram, text messages, all that. I've been trying to stay up to date with everybody. It's been super cool seeing the outpouring and support from people I didn't even know were watching my games, seeing it. So it's been awesome. It was a great team win for us. Hopefully a catalyst for a lot more to come. But yeah, it was crazy.
So it was crazy, and I'm sure you've seen the video. I don't know how many times now, but I'm going to show it to you one more time because you got to walk us through what was going through your mind when you're lining up. Did you have a feeling you were going to be able to block it?
Honestly, I had a feeling that I was going to be able to get one of them. That entire game, I've been pretty close on a lot of them because I was getting good penetration. The entire field goal block and PAT block unit had been getting pretty good penetration the entire game. And we got our hands on one of them before, so I was like, damn, like I got to get one. I got penetration for a couple of other blocks. So I was like, all right, I just need to get back on my heels, fire off the ball, put my hand up, and hopefully the ball gets there. And we got lucky at the end.
Well, Thomas, man, I don't know how chilly it was at the end of the game there, but they say revenge is best served cold. As I saw the picture of you guys laying there with the axe with a little sign that Cal had put up behind you guys that said it was their axe. I'm just wondering, when did you guys see that thing? Did you notice it earlier in the week? Was it a little bit of did they add a little fuel to your fire?
Yeah, for sure. We actually did see it a couple of days before, and especially with the way the game went last year and the heart-wrenching loss that we had at Stanford Stadium, you see that kind of just added fuel to the fire. It's the Stanford axe for a reason, so we had to put it back in its rightful place.
I love hearing players talk about rivalries, man. It's amazing. What I loved, I know Ash and Nigel would agree with me, was watching your head coach on the sideline. Right? We've known David Shaw for over a decade out here, and I've never seen that. So we saw the sideline. What was the locker room like with your head coach after you won that game?
It was crazy. Coach Shaw is usually a measured, reserved guy. And, I mean, you've seen it in the video. He got up, he got hyped. And obviously at that point we hadn't won the game, so it went from, like, let's go to let's finish this off. But you could see it. You could see it. Even under that mask, you see he was probably smiling. So it was really, really cool. And it proceeded to go to the locker room, too. He was hyped. He was jumping around. He was dancing with us a little bit. So it was great to see our head coach get animated like that over a huge win.
I mean, we saw it. I mean, what's his vertical? Because I mean, it seemed like it was more than your average coach there. I mean, the athleticism was on show there.
Hey, you can tell he was a Division I athlete. He was getting up. He was getting up for sure.
Well, I love that there's like a T-shirt that says the many faces of David Shaw, and no matter what every emotion is, it's the exact same face. So it was awesome to see him going nuts at the end, and rightfully so. It had been a long time, Thomas, since you guys had actually tasted what it felt like to win a game. October 26th of last year when you beat Arizona. What did just getting that win, getting over the hump, and actually being able to celebrate with your guys in a win that meant so much to you, what did it feel like?
It was huge, honestly. It can be pretty depressing when you're putting in work every week and you just can't get the goal that you want to have. And we hadn't won in a calendar year, I believe, since the last time we got a W. So for us to be able to say we put the work in this week and we did enough to win, we did whatever it took to win, was great. It wasn't a pretty win. I think we allowed way too many yards rushing. And obviously, like, we had points to clean up on both sides of the field. But at the end of the day, like, when you can actually put out a body of work that allows you to walk out with a W, it's all you can ask for, So for us to finally see our work come to fruition and end with a W, it's huge.
Well, Thomas, the thing I love about you is you always know exactly the right thing to say. You attributed this to the team, a great team win. I know you wanted to talk about Tomas Schaefer, your teammate that had a really unbelievable game as well on the line. But I got to ask, who got the game ball?
So we actually didn't give out the game ball. All the seniors and all those guys, because again, that's the way it works for us. Whenever you win the axe, we put up a picture of the seniors in our locker room. They got the ball. We haven't distributed the game ball yet, so I couldn't tell you. But there were a lot of guys that were deserving of it. A lot of huge performances, offensively and defensively, that came together for us to get a W and eke that one out. So again, Coach Shaw is probably the guy in charge of that one, so you'd have to ask him.
Well, I mean, if you guys do you have a vote, we can call. You got David on speed dial, so
I think he should give it to himself. I mean, look, the vertical. I'm just saying the box jumps. I mean,
that was very athletic. Yeah, like maybe the second most athletic thing we saw.
I'm giving it to you. I'm Mr. Booker. You get this one, man. One hand, that was awesome. You will go down. I know you're young, but as long as this rivalry goes on, Ash, Thomas Booker, you will be remembered for what you did in this game, and that will be a big thing when you get to be our age.
Block Party 2020, Thomas Booker. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you, and thanks for spending some time with us on a Saturday night. I know you got other things that you could probably be doing right now, like studying, so we'll let you go do that.
Thank you guys so much. You guys have a wonderful rest of the night.